重要的吗 ？Is that important？ 都是看。为什么英文有这个问题 ？Grammar. What is grammar? Is grammar just rules? 文法都是规则吗？还是文法是关系？ When we talk about grammar, if what we think, I say grammar and you see rules. 第一个规则，第二个规则，第三个规则，你的想法有错。All right? Grammar is not rules. Grammar is relationships. 为什么这个两个字在一起？有一个答案。You can understand it. 不是都要记得，可以了解。所以呢？ I see you, I don't see you. I see you, I don't see you. I see you, I don't see you. Right? I see all of you. I can't decide that I see you, but I don't see you. My eyes are open, you're there. I see all of you. Right? But I look at you, right? Am I looking at her? I'm looking at you. And then I look at you. But to do that, I need to
focus on the person.
Right? We need to focus. There needs to be movement. 它有什么意思? When we say at, or I hear you, I two. 这个两个字是什么意思? What do they mean? 中文也有，它不是形容词，不是副词，它是什么字？去到台北跟到一样。去是动词，到是什么字? Right? It's one of those little words that tells you a direction. I go to the door. I stand at the table. It's about, again, relationship 关系。有两个东西，有两个东西，有两个东西 two things. What's the relationship? I have a book, I have a pen. The pen is on the book, right? The pen is under the book. The pen is near, beside, right? We have all of these words that just show relationship. And all of these words, these little words, we call them prepositions. They start with this meaning. We have two things. What's their relationship? So, when we talk about listening to, when we talk about this focus, it's not just you open your eyes and you see. You have to move. There's an action to give you that focus. So, listening, you have to listen to. Okay. So, if we want to practice these skills, we need to understand how they work. We need to know what we can do right. We also need to know some of the mistakes. What can we do wrong? 如果了解是什么讲错，所以可以讲好错 right? We can do it right. That word is a problem, 那个错. When is it wrong and when is it do? There's a 声的意思 right? Problem. It's a tone problem. 所以我讲话的时候，我的声都是对吗? Are all my tones right? 嘛嘛。我讲有很多错，对不对? A lot of my tones are wrong. 就是你们都了解，你们都听得懂。Really? Don't you have to kind of guess? You have to fix what I say in your mind, right? And sometimes you don't really understand. So my pronunciation makes it hard for you to understand. Now what about in English? If you're going to practice listening in English, then what about all those great teachers in Taiwan who say A, B, C, D, E, F, U, G? Are they good people to listen to practice listening? Not really. What about English speakers? Do we all sound the same? So, I'm not going to say Canadian English is the best. Well, okay, actually, Canadian English is the best. Okay, so I will say it. But there are some forms of English that are very hard to understand, even for me. So, if you want to practice listening, you need to remember and pay attention to some of the problems. If you use YouTube to practice listening, make sure it's good English, right? So what are some examples of bad English? Bad English for practice. What are some examples?
Japanese.
Okay, yeah, that one. All right. Japanese has a special problem. Their L and their R, they don't make them different. So some Japanese speakers have very good English, but many speakers from Japan have pronunciation problems. So if you listen to them, it's not good for your English, right? Who else? How about any language or any country where the English has a very strong accent? Right? You can hear, if they talk like this, he's from England. He's from South Africa.
British.
Right? British English. Not all British English, but some of it I don't understand. So if I don't understand them, and you listen to that English for practice, then I won't understand you either, right? So, it's not that all British English is bad, just like Japanese. Some of them have very good English. But if you want to practice, you can't just say, oh, there's an English song, I want to use it. You need to think about it. What about music? What kind of song is good for practice? You guys all like music? So what kind of music do you like?
Pop song.
Pop songs. Some pop music has very good English. Some. Not all. You have to be careful. What else?
R&B.
Okay. But that doesn't really have a lot of words, usually. Some of them do, okay. What else? R&B is usually slower, right? So if you have slower songs, then when they use words, it might be easier to hear them clearly. So that could help. What about rap? Is rap good for practice?
No.
No. Part of the problem is they don't make good grammar sentences, right? A lot of their sentences are very poor grammar. Another problem, a lot of their vocabulary is very bad. You don't want to sound like them. Okay? What kind of songs then are good for listening to? Which one?
For children.
Oh, that's it, sorry.
For children.
Oh, children's, yes, children's songs. Now, children's songs often repeat the same thing over and over, right? So that can be good practice. Also, the words are usually very simple, so that can be good. What can be a problem with children's songs?
You don't want me hearing everything.
Yeah, right? They get a little bit boring, a little bit irritating. If you listen to too many children's songs, then you just, you want to kill people, right? So, yeah. Okay, but it's a good place to start. Also, with children's songs, a lot of them are supposed to help children learn, which makes them good for learning, right? What other songs are meant for children, but adults can also enjoy them? I'll give you a couple hints. There's a famous actor who was in Taipei last week. A black guy. Yeah, Will Smith, right? Will Smith did another movie that was in theaters recently. In the summer, there was a movie, and he plays this blue genie character, right? Aladdin, right? Those movies, you know that we call them Disney cartoons, because the first time we saw them, they were cartoons, right? Now